My name is Jackie Fritz, and I own and operate Medical Advancement Center. Very long time. I started a bachelor's program at University of California at San Francisco. I finished a bachelor's of science in nursing. Then I went to work for a while I was doing my bachelor's program in nursing. I challenged the boards and became an LVN, which I thought was a good pathway for learning the industry. And then I continued to work in the industry as a registered nurse with a specialty in critical care. And then about 7 years later, I finished my master's, and then I became a clinical nurse specialist. And worked in the industry some more. Started an education company when I had my master's, and then I went on and finished credentialing in education and my secondary credentials so I could teach secondary college as well as primary education in college. And then I went on and finished a certification with American Nurses Association with a rheumatology board certification. So that's been my pathway. So I just keep learning, 2 master's degrees, a bachelor's, LVN. I even worked for a while as a CNA before I started the LVN job. So I think that's what you need to do, is build on your clinical experience and just keep going if that's what you love. So we have an EKG program, and we have a radiology technician program, and we have advanced practice for nurses. But I always say, if you want to go into healthcare, why don't you try being an EKG technician? Because that's like 4 to 6 classes, and try it out and see if you like it, or do a phlebotomy program or something that tests your interest before you make a commitment for a 5 or 6 year program and a degree. I just think that's really important. You may think it's this, and then when you get into healthcare, you may say, oh, no, I think I want to do this part of healthcare. Maybe it's medical coding, or it's case management, or something else. So I always encourage people to try out certain roles that don't require so much training before they go on to bigger and better programs. I always encourage them to take some high school classes, maybe ROP or something like that, so that, again, that they get a taste of the program. Although I have to tell you, if you want to be a nurse, any job where you work with the public is great training for nursing. Whether you're a barista at a coffee shop, or a waiter or waitress, those are all community service programs, and there's just so much to offer in nursing. So I just always say, start small. Don't do a huge, and what I don't like to see is all external degrees, no clinical practice, because I don't think you have anything to offer when you get out, and I think you're as frightened as the patient is. So I'm working your way up. I think you're a better provider in the long run, and you'll be excited, because you'll be part of the solution, and that's terrific.